one of the most important things that happened in this area was that the old industries of shipbuilding and mining died, and unfortunately nothing was put in their place. So what happened is that people were unemployed, they became depressed. It was a very sad area to be in, to be quite honest. They were left with no hope whatsoever. What the local conversation has achieved in Long Benton is just truly amazing. I've watched people grow, I've watched them develop, I've watched them become confident, I've watched them gain skills, get into work, and to be quite honest, it's just a wonderful feeling.
So the Local Conversations programme is a long-term piece of funding, usually about a decade, where we support neighbourhoods which experience quite specific and serious socio-economic disadvantage. And we do this because we believe that if you're going to address health inequalities and you're going to address the social determinants, you've got to involve the people who experience them at the sharp end. So that means that through the programme, people are involved in setting the priorities, looking at the design, the development and the delivery of initiatives which go into their neighbourhoods.
In order to address and tackle the social injustice and inequality issues, we've done lots of things, but mainly it's putting local people at the heart of their own development process. We firmly believe local people have the skills, they have the knowledge. Yes, we're all learning all of the time and we all need support and enabling and the right circumstances and opportunities, but within people in Long Benton we know they have what it takes. So we've set up lots of groups, lots of projects, we've increased resources on the estate. For example, we've got the community garden, which we've had a land asset transfer agreed, the first one in North Tyneside. It's taken a long time to achieve that, but that's what people wanted and that's what they've got, so they now have that asset in the community.
100% of people asked involved in the local conversation in Long Benton report 100% their confidence has increased. We're reducing isolation, people are better connected, they feel confident, they believe in themselves, they believe in each other. People in communities on their own can do amazing things, but we also need key stakeholders. We need people in positions of power and resources to work collaboratively so we can actually create change for all.
Something getting involved in community environmental action teams not only have managed to bring the community together to redevelop the park and be awarded over £25,000 off the council to redevelop the park. I've also achieved a level 4 in community development work as well.
We've had 8 phases of funding. We've given out £27,900 to 88 applications and 33 different groups on this estate. The groups that originally formed were the main groups on the estate, the club, the bar, the churches. But since then, there's other groups being set up, conversation corners, women's chat groups, little bingo groups, people who would be normally isolated. We've given funding to the local care homes so they can go out on trips and get out, stop them from being isolated. And this has made a great impact on Long Benton.
Before I got in with Justice Prince and the local conversation, I was working as a carer. I was working 8 hours, 7 days a week. For coppers, I couldn't keep my head above water or nothing. And then when I got this job and I went on to the living wage, I'm actually now living instead of just existing on money that I didn't have. Now I can actually go out and afford to do what I want, go out and drink when I want. And things like that. I've even brought my granddaughter her first pram, which I've went out and paid cash for instead of paying bits and pieces. It's just had a massive impact on us. I'm actually living there.
So from a public health perspective, we need community centre approaches like the local conversation in Long Benton, so led by local people, for local people, involving them, engaging them, supporting them to build confidence, self-esteem and social contacts, because we know that these are the building blocks to help people take control and influence and improve not only their own health and well-being, but also the health and well-being within the community.
We are making the best of a bad situation. We are tackling loneliness and isolation. It feels like we've been set free from our shackles, all the health equalities we aim to tackle. Why shouldn't our children live so much longer? Our voices will be heard because we're becoming stronger. In time we will tell all of the nation about our great local conversation.